2017 is approaching, and it seems that it will not be a standard year for the White House or even the entire planet, because it's bringing with it the most astonishing American figure of the century, Donald Trump. You, as well as every other person who is following the news of the American elections, must have wondered how come such a character runs for elections. But guess what? The great people of America did make him win. What happened? What made them elect him and not Hillary? Could they have elected her, or their decision was inescapably determined? In other words, were they free to elect or not? In the following few minutes, we shall attempt to answer this question philosophically from a deterministic point of view. Before that, what is determinism? According to the philosopher Baron D. Holbach, determinism means that all human actions are brought about by previous events in accordance with universal causal laws, and therefore, free will is an illusion. This means that determinism is the belief that all our actions were caused by earlier events which in turn are determined or caused by previous ones. These causes cannot possibly lead to an effect or a choice rather than one it already resulted in. Therefore, any choice you make is already determined, and you could not have chosen otherwise, and so on and so forth. It's like a chain of causes that extends to even before you were born. Indeed, all of our scientific observations of the physical world confirm this conclusion. Therefore, as Baron claims, free will does not exist. Thus, people who elected Trump could have not elected Hillary. To illustrate how free will is an illusion, a philosopher named John Locke proposed a thought experiment. Imagine you're sitting in a room not knowing that the door is locked from outside. You believe that you're free to be in the room while in fact you cannot choose to be elsewhere. And that feeling of freedom will vanish the moment you try to open the door. Hey, how can we say that they were unfree to elect their president? Does that mean that the elections were rigged? Or the voters were forced to elect Trump unwillingly? Baron clarified this issue in his book, The System of Nature, by distinguishing between two types of causes that led to the determined choice. First, the external causes. For instance, if someone threatens voters by gun or to go inside and elect Trump, that definitely will not be a free choice. However, Baron says that there exists a second type of causes, which is the internal causes. Emotions, as part of the internal causes, lead to determined actions, and emotions itself are determined by complex previous events and causes. You may say that democracy implies the existence of free will, and free will is an illusion. Then democracy is an illusion as well? From a deterministic point of view, democracy's results can be analyzed in terms of previously mentioned internal and external causes. To illustrate, hate speech was one of the major external causes that affected this election specifically. Trump's campaign set out a series of serious, aggressive and racist accusations against religions like Islam and immigrants as the black Africans as the Mexicans. These accusations were the backbone in rising the internal causes. Voters raised internal fear from Trump's aggressiveness as well as the fear from immigrants and Muslims. Regarding this point, Baron demonstrated that when two causes get in conflict with each other, the strongest of which will determine the final effect. Trump managed to deliver us the hate speech efficiently, as he directed these speeches to the states most affected by immigrants in particular, which was reflected in the election's results. The silver bullet for democracy was that either the external or the internal causes can be manipulated. Thus, people cannot be completely free while voting.